we need to look at the root problem of why we're not progressing in the creation of jobs. We've had this recession going on now for over 2 years. Probably if you say it started in 2007, it's pushed to 3 years. The problem is the government is taking the wrong approach to getting out of the recession. They're using the system of spending money, tax and spending, and trying to spend your way out of recessions. That doesn't work. It was tried in the 1930s with the New Deal, and it failed. It was tried in Japan in the 1990s, and it failed. You cannot throw money from the government into selected projects for a short period of time, like a stimulus bill, and expect that to create permanent jobs. The vast majority of jobs in this country, and the number is 70%, come from small businesses. The way you get out of the recession and the way you create jobs is to stimulate small businesses. You make them grow, and you make them expand, and you help them hire more people. That is the only way of doing it. Everything else will ultimately fail with time, and they're going to have to come back to that at some point. So what do you do for small businesses? Well, one, you want to help them grow, so you want to reduce the number of federal regulations that are holding them back. Businesses have tons of regulations that tell you what to do, how to do it, where to do it. You need to freeze those, and you need to rescind some of them. You have no more of those harmful business regulations. Number two, you need to keep your taxes low. The only way business will expand is if, they don't have a lot of taxes and if they can afford expansion. So you keep the Bush tax cuts in place. They're going to expire at the end of this year, and under the administration, the taxes will probably go up. So you want to extend the tax Bush cuts or even decrease taxes. That's the other option. Third thing you want to do is you want to reduce capital gains tax and corporate taxes. If you give incentive to businesses, small businesses with lower taxes, they will expand. They will go forward. They will drive the economy. The next thing you do is you have to cut federal spending. You've got to keep the philosophy in Washington to match the philosophy in small businesses. You can't tell small business to do something you're not doing. So you've got to stop this excessive spending in Washington and set the example for the rest of the country to follow. And then finally, you need to make loan money accessible. So you need to have credit accessibility. So these small businesses with good credit can get their hands on money and they can do their expansion. The only way we're going to get out of this recession and the only way we're going to create jobs is through the success of small businesses. And if we don't do that, we're going to stick in this recession for the next several years.